A fish grabbed the little cat's tail and actually tried to eat it. But unexpectedly, the little cat dragged the fish all the way to the shore. Looking at this wriggling creature, the little cat was completely frightened. Just then, a raccoon walked over. It discovered that the little cat didn't recognize this delicious food, so it grabbed the fish and walked away. But after just a few steps, a black bear blocked its path. The bear waved its claws, wanting to eat the delicious fish. But just when the bear had the raccoon cornered, it suddenly turned around and left. Seeing it couldn't get anything from the raccoon, the black bear turned its attention to the little cat. The cat shrieked, begging it to stay away. But the bear didn't listen, so the next second, it was slapped by the cat's claws. The little cat narrowly escaped danger, but the food problem was still unsolved. The little cat came to a mountain peak and set its sights on a seagull chick. However, the seagulls quickly noticed this action. They dove down and blocked the little cat's path. The little cat had no choice but to run toward the mountaintop, but it couldn't handle such a large number of them. Finally, the little cat was thrown off the cliff. People say cats have 9 lives. Using the sea below to cushion the fall, the little cat miraculously survived. Even more fortunately, the cold and hungry cat discovered a house just as it reached the shore. It quickly shook off the water and rushed eagerly toward the house. To avoid further danger, the little cat carefully inspected the house's interior before entering. Once it confirmed there was no one around, it couldn't resist its hunger and exhaustion, so it jumped inside. Although there was no food inside, the house was warm enough. It thought it could spend a peaceful night here, but it didn't expect the black bear had followed it. By coincidence, the two of them entered the house at the same time. The black bear began searching for the little cat's scent. Just when it was about to find the cat, the panicked little cat jumped to a high place. A ball fell down and hit the black bear on the head. This caused the bear to become dazed. It thought the humans had returned and quickly fled far away. To prevent the black bear from coming back, the little cat spent the night at the owl's house. The owl saw that the little cat looked very much like itself, so it allowed the cat to stay the night. Under the owl's protection, the little cat slept soundly and even began to recall its childhood. It had grown up on a farm with 4 siblings and a dog friend. The dog liked to stay in the chicken coop and watch the chickens, until one day, a rooster suddenly laid an egg. The dog quickly ran over and looked at the egg curiously. It licked it and sniffed it. When the rooster and hen were both outside, it kicked the egg into its own nest. This dog was very protective of the egg and didn't even let its best friend get close. It sat on the egg, imitating a hen, hoping to hatch a chick. The little cat watched how the dog devoted itself to the egg, was moved, and decided to help with the hatching task. To make the egg more comfortable, the little cat climbed up a tree and began to beat up the birds chirping nearby. When crabs tried to approach the chicken coop, the little cat bravely drove them away. One day, the egg began to make sounds. The little cat carefully walked close to check. It saw a sharp beak pierce through the shell. Soon, a tiny pink chick hatched from the egg. The dog was overjoyed. It immediately began to lick the chick. They successfully hatched the chick, but before they could celebrate, they started to worry. The dog was still young and didn't want to become the chick's mother, so it decided to return the chick to the chicken coop, but the little cat disagreed. They ended up having a big fight over it. However, looking at the lonely chick, they finally decided to return it to its biological mother. After all, that was where it truly belonged. So the little cat and dog returned to their carefree lives.